Good morning, y'all. Look at that beautiful, beautiful sun. Oh, look. That's my friend from yesterday, the local gal, who was quite an intellectual match, I will say. And she wanted to hang out right now. She's paddleboarding over there. But we got to get the car work done, so we can play later. Let's build a Lamborghini, version 2 or 3 or whatever version it is. Let's roll. All right, y'all. So, got a little bit of drama situation. I'm also on like Tinder and Bumble and all that, and there's a gal from Tinder that I've been chatting with who's today in Bigava and wants to hang out. And I also told the local gal that I would hang out. And I like the local gal. She's an intellectual, solid match, cool, good looking. But the Tinder gal is also seeming to be pretty cool just from chatting. And surely, if I go hang out with the Tinder gal here in the small town of like less than 200 people, it's going to potentially get back and totally mess things up with the local gal. So, I think I'm going to need to get another apartment out of town, hang out with the Tinder gal, then come back, hang out with the local gal tomorrow. I don't know. I got to figure out the drama and see what the whole situation is. But, yeah, I didn't want to mess that up for something that's unknown, I guess, per se. So if I have to make a choice, I'll go with the local gal. But, yeah, and again, it's not about, like, bodies, you know, the new gal being a body. She actually seems, like, legitimately kind of cool as well. So, I don't know. I don't know what to do there. I'm just gonna go and work on the car because that's like an easy thing to do, and try to figure out what's going on with this fridge and the drama with the fridge and all that. I don't need to make more chick drama when I got fridge drama, Lamborghini drama, and I got drama I need to try to get across, you know, Russia before winter. So, yeah. Let's work on the car. Oh, and on the fridge front, all afternoon and this morning, I've been texting with the guy who apparently is like the delivery guy. I don't know. He needs all sorts of customs forms. He's not sent me the customs forms. He sent me a text this morning. Oh, sorry, we end work at 1600. I sent him texts at like 1330, 1400, 1500, you know, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, way before he left for the day. Still has not sent the customs forms needed to get this fridge in. And Dometic Frontrunner, who's a big international company who does shipping all over the world and says that they've already pre-handled everything. And they also said it shows that it's been delivered on UPS. So I don't know what's going on with this fridge crisis, but why does this local guy want some sort of like additional information that, look, here's the view. Driving. Wow. Incredible view. And why they want more info when it should have already all been handled. So I don't know what's going on. I gotta get to the bottom of this thing. And it shows delivered in Qatar, whatever, which is the main city near here. So the whole thing's just confusing. And I don't want to get into international logistics shipping. I just want a fridge to finish my bed. But apparently today I get to become a freight forwarder. So I think what I should do, now that I'm talking it out, is to find out where this shipping location that it says that it arrived at in Qatar, and just drive over there and see if I can pick the damn thing up. Find somebody that will release the thing, the fridge. So maybe that's what we'll do. I'm gonna call this shipping guy again because he's asked multiple times for my email. I keep texting it to him and he keeps asking for it. The guy obviously... Good morning, how are you?
I'm very fine. I'm right now in the customer house. Tell me.
So, I'm still looking for your email. Have you sent it?
You don't send me your mail address. I spoke to you in a message, just a message. I need your mail address, and then I explain in English what we need for the customer.
Yeah, I've sent you my email address 3 times. Yesterday, twice, and today.
Nobody. I tell you, your email don't come to me in SMS. No. Do you have Viber? Send me on Viber.
No, I don't have Viber. Okay, let me just tell you over the phone since your texts aren't working.
Do you have WhatsApp?
Have what?
WhatsApp. Do you have WhatsApp?
Yeah, I have WhatsApp.
Okay, write this number of my colleague.
Okay.
068
Okay.
811
Okay.
301 UPS. Send
Okay.
me your mail address on WhatsApp with my colleague because I didn't arrive your SMS.
That's weird because I've sent it 3 times now.
I know. I sent you this morning. I sent you messages that I need email.
And you didn't see my messages again this morning? Did you?
No, not arrived. Not arrived.
Very
Send me on
strange.
WhatsApp, and my colleague will see and give me your mail address, and then I send you my mail on
Okay.
English.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
good. Thank
Bye,
you.
mate.
Bye.
Okay.
Who knows if he's being straight? I don't know. It seems very strange because, like, I've sent it now multiple times. And if y'all want to see, I'm not showing you my email. Not happening. So, 1, 2, 3, yeah, multiple times I've sent it. Multiple times. So let me message these people. So when I was pulling up, Jacques said that his battery died and he drove the forklift over to get it out, and then the forklift got stuck. I feel so bad for being late this morning. I mean, not late, but just later than when he was here getting stuck. Wow, that really blows. And I had a jumper pack literally in the tool bag in the garage. If I'd have known, could have told him. But yeah, he's thoroughly dug in there on the forklift. That's a bummer. Ooh, that's deep. Well, apparently you can't take a four-wheeler. What is this thing called? A forklift. You can't take a forklift off-roading, but you can a Lambo. Alrighty, we are pulling into the workshop today. These things sketch me out over here. Looks like it's gonna put some metal. At least it's Italian metal going into other Italian metal. Seems like a good thing. And all my front sensors are removed, for the record. Look at that. I don't want to be too close to that table saw because I got to cut. All right, let's see about here. This is a good spot. I have room on that side, room here, and if I move that compressor, I can open this door. And it gives me enough room to walk through without impaling on this, so seems solid. I'm just gonna close the door to keep the heat out. All right, let's get to work. You know, another thing I saw over here is it looks like Jacques got a new toolbox. Check this thing out. Look at that. It's got everything in its own place. Super organized. That's so nice. Look at that. Ooh. Wish I had this going down the road everywhere I go. All the tools. Ooh, empty. That's pretty sweet. When you like, oh, I need to grab it. And it's just bam, it's right exactly where you need it. Perfectly in there. Yep, I like this. Y'all see what I did there? Okay, y'all, there's something that has just been striking me when I see all of these houses, with a concrete roof, and I wonder Are they sealing the concrete? Are they putting like a rubber EPDM, type layer in between, or TPO, or something like a rubber, plastic, whatever, in between to shed all the water off? Because concrete is a porous thing. Well, right here you see the ceiling is dripping water down, and you can see it over there. It rained quite a lot last night. I was just standing here, and all of a sudden, this just dripped right in me. And I think that answers my question, that they pour this concrete and don't waterproof it, which is just totally crazy, unless they have a tear in their rubber membrane or something like that. But I don't know. They have all of these sloped concrete roofs, which from the US seems very strange to me. I mean, from a hurricane standpoint, it seems great, but like, look at that roof over there. It's sloped, poured concrete. And that was great. Some water's gonna seep in, but it's gonna mostly shut it. Now this one, it's not done yet. And that's how a lot of the world is, that they have just a concrete roof that's not done yet with the rebar sticking up, so that future generations can add more stories later if they decide. That's like every country that's mostly not first world that you go to, that's how they build, and that's how they do it, because they, get their houses down from generation to generation. But yeah, they need to waterproof it. At any rate, so I just got the email from the FedEx, UPS, and it says your package arrived for you yesterday. La la la. Here, you can pause the video if you want to read it. Da 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 da. And they sent me this form, so I translated this form. Freaking water's dropping on me. Look at that. Splashed me. Gross. Okay, and it wants full name, ID card number, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. All right, guys, so here's the plan. I'm gonna take all of this scrap wood and use it to shim this fridge, get it level, and mark everything out. Go ahead and cut this down, mark everything out there, cut that down, mark everything out here, and just cut this down. I know yesterday we talked about just skipping to the next step, but now that I've got the realization that this fridge may come whenever, they're saying up to 1 to 3 business days. It's now Friday. They spent a day delaying before even getting me the email. So if I let track record show, it's possible we may get the fridge next week by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It could be the following week, could be, who the hell knows. This systems they have here aren't what I'm used to, so I just need to be totally aware of that and plan around it. So my plan is just to go ahead and keep moving forward. And unfortunately, since we don't have the fridge, we just got to try to make do with this setup, mark everything out, and move forward. So, yeah, that's the situation at hand. I'm just going to check this. Okay, it looks like from here to here, this one's about a 16th out of level. So if we hold that at a 16th and a 32nd. Okay, and that one's about 3/16, which makes sense because while the car may be, level per se, I mean, maybe, we don't really know. Should check that. Just don't know what we can check that on. Because there's nothing in the car that would be level, like maybe this plastic thing. I don't know. It's flopping in the air. There's nothing I can even check in this car. I guess maybe here. Yeah, let me fold this on. It won't even fit in there. Maybe like that. Okay. So I can hold it to the bottom of the aluminum over here. Because these wood pieces, I ripped them down on the saw. So they're not all going to be totally level. I mean, straight. But this will be as level as the car is in the garage, and then we'll have to just account for that. Again, that's why I wanted the fridge to just make it flat, not worry about the level. But we can try to find flatness from the level. So actually what I'm seeing here, I'm gonna spin this level around because he's got dirt right on the bubble of the level, or paint or something. So I would say this is very level of a floor right now. So we can trust this measurement here, that this is actually a little bit out of level. I mean, this is so close to being level, really, guys. I mean, if we go like that. I mean, you took in like a 32nd of an inch out of level between these two. I mean, they both are ripped down at the same time on the table, so just how they got screwed in. I think we trust that level, make it all to that, and then we can edit over here. So let's see what we need to do here. Ooh, this thing's gonna come up a lot. A lot. I don't know if you guys can see that way down there, but let's put this in here. That'll get us up where we want it. And again, I gotta keep this front where I want it. And the back where I want it there. Okay? See how that looks. Too much. Too much still. I mean, double check that, yeah. Let's try 2 of these. Okay. Now it's not straight, but now it's saying it wants to come up like that. So it keeps moving around. Can we put that as a spacer to get our space off of the metal tray to make sure that's square? It's almost square. Let's try going up some more. Saying go way more up. I don't understand. Like literally, if I had this in there, it's too much, but maybe it's hitting something else, like a foot. It's pushing that up too much. Whereas on the side it doesn't. Okay, that's almost level right there. So let's check this. Okay, let's get this lined up. Okay. Let's use this to check our squareness to the box. So that's pretty good there. The front's good. Yeah. Let's go with that. Right here, the bubble's pretty happy. I don't like that. Or is it this way? See, that's my problem, is I really want this back end to be dropped, but I'm sitting on a bolt over here. And I don't think we can do anything about that. Now, can we? See, way in there, it's sitting on that screw. And that is the screw that's going to be on our L bracket, no matter what. Now, if you notice, that screw is sitting on that foot that we could grind off. And that would get this side down quite a bit. All right, I got to turn the camera off so I can get in there physically. Let's see this. Oh yeah, I'm going to tell you why I don't want to leave that up on that foot, and that's because of this. If I put this in here and let this sit totally flat, kind of like this, well, let's put it right there. So that's pretty sitting flat with that cooler, and that's raising my bed up to this height, which means I only have this amount of space, which is totally horrible. I want it to be as, you know, kind of at a little bit of an incline so that we can get this height down as much as possible. And that extra ½ an inch is just, I mean, it's already going like buku high. The old bed was here. So now we're talking about going almost 3 inches up, which is not the plan. So that fridge, I'm gonna take it down. All possible ways, we gotta take that fridge down. Even like compressing the front before I screw it in, but we gotta see, this will drop as soon as I slide it sideways. That's what we need it at least to be that low. And even then, it sucks. Because look at this. If we go like, it's hard because it's got that logo on there, but you know, more or less like that. We're still talking, that's 2.5 inches of height that the bed's coming up compared to what it was. Which by the time a mattress is on there and everything, you know, it's gonna be almost this height, which totally blows. In fact, let's get a piece of wood and show you. How tight the new quarters are gonna be. Like this is by the time it has a mattress, it'll probably be up this height, right? So if I get in like this, yeah, there I am. You know, I've got this much space between the ceiling. It's gonna be about here. But that's, fortunately, that's tight. That's really tight. That's really, really tight. That's like, kind of defeats this whole purpose tight. Damn. I mean, hopefully the mattress will be a little thinner, but even if we bring this over here, like imagine, yeah, this is too tight, guys. This is not gonna work. If, I mean, again, I'm, you know, this much taller than the actual cooler is, assuming that's where the bed pad is, but you know, there's gonna be some pad, but imagine you're gonna do indoor Olympics. There's not a lot of room in here. You can go in, but you can't go back out. Oh, shit. Sideways, though. You can, like... Fuck. It's gonna be tight. Over here, there's a little more space, I guess. But, yeah, this all could be not the best. We'll see. We'll see. Roof tint? Just kidding. Okay. Let's zip this thing up. Let's zip this thing around. Oh. Gosh dang. Okay. This, you can see it all scraped up. This is what's been hitting that darn bolt. Which, I gotta leave that bolt because that's what's gonna hold that bracket that's gonna come up and hold the whole back frame together of the system. Yeah, I gotta leave that. I can't not. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Unless I drill. I could drill the sides maybe, but we should just grind this thing off. Don't tell Dometic. Yeah. Because we're hanging it floating anyway, so. Even taking out some of that would be nice. And I wonder on the front, even if that front bracket is hitting this front foot. Gotta get a knife and see if I can just cut this. Gotta find something for that. Zip, zip, zip. All right, y'all, we got one of the most useful tools I brought on the whole trip. It's this blade. It won't fit over there. Maybe it will way out here. Yeah, nice. It's the right side, right? Yep. This is where I could just angle grind it, but hopefully they don't have any gas stored in this weird fit. Yeah, seems hollow. Dometic sees this, they're gonna freak out. So don't tell anybody. But we're hanging it off the handles, bolts, which hopefully are strong enough, or they'll have to be. But it still is gonna be setting on the carpet on all of this, from a weight standpoint. Going on this part. Smells like nice plastic burning. Watch as he's got like a sawzall just sitting over there somewhere. Come on, bastard. Tighten up the handle. Again, I'd like to think there's other people using redneck saws to cut crap in the back of their Lambo. But I suspect that I'm the only one. That's okay. It's getting into something denser there. Last corner where it's so far away from my leverage point, it's hard to get pressure on there while cutting. Pull this out, go from the bottom. We have to do this on the other side too. And the downside is, if I'm using this fridge to level everything out, I'm gonna have to cut this side just as an example to get the altitude on the other side, or guess and hope that it's right. Sweet. Look at that. Let's get the vacuum. What is this in German? The Staubsauger or something like this? Staubsauger. have the worst throbbing headache from drinking that wine yesterday. I've got to stop and not drink any wines unless it's like full body, organic, sulfate free, blah, blah, blah. Or just water is better. Just water only, no drinking. Okay, set her in place. See how she does. It's so hard to get this level now. There we go. You know, it might even do the worst. It might actually flop into the hole, the bolt. And if the bolt falls in the hole, that could be a problem because in reality, there's actually going to be a metal plate there. So I might actually need to try to artificially create that so it doesn't go lower than it actually will in the real world. Unless we can grind the whole strip out. We'll put this square in there. It's not going to fit. So this plate, or a plate like it, is going to go in there and be drilled in. So I want to try to put this in there artificially so that we really actually know the real spacing that it's going to be at. Real deal. You know, because if I pull this out, it sits there. I don't know if there's enough room for this plate. Okay, top a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, it's barely a little higher. Okay. Bring this. Shit. This is how. Now I think this one's also sitting on that foot. Realistically, it would be nice to drop it down if we can. Okay, that's good. So now the shim go way down. Maybe now it's just like Might even grind that foot off the front. Bring the front down too. Where are we at with this? I mean, actually right now that's pretty perfectly level, which is kind of nice in a sense. We've come down a little bit. So on the front, on the back where we need to be. Okay, now it's actually dropped down a little bit. Where it's angled down, which is what we want. Give a little more room in the back where the car slopes down. So I'm pretty happy with this current setup. We get the pencil and mark it. And shim this thing, obviously. But point being, it's looking pretty good. Just gonna get this up a little bit. 3 shims. There we go. Sounds like those guys are probably going to try to move that forklift, I'm guessing. Let's check it out. Добрий день! Keys are in it. You try the keys are in here. He's stealing the Lambo.
Huh?
He's stealing the Lambo.
Lamborghini.
He's the landlord.
Show.
Exactly. Almost level. There's another one. It's a lovely sound. Screeching wood. Now it's too far the other way. Alright, one of these shims, super thin, will shed. You guys want to see the forklift? What's going on? Of course y'all do. Let's check it out.
My friend se vrati, ali vidi da od pozadi znači izvuče ga.
To pull it out.
Ja.
Yeah, okay.
5 minuta, 10.
5 minutes. Okay. 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes.
Alo, zovem te.
5 minutes. That's what that means. Pad. 1, 2, 3, 4, pad. At least in Russian, I don't know. It's similar in the language here. Okay. Bam. Bam. Let's level this thing out. Too much still. another thin one. They've gotten all twisted up. So, get on there. Realign this. Let's check that. Oh, straight. Nice. Okay. Now let's see what it looks like this way. Actually, let's double check the straightness here. Pretty straight. Pretty freaking level. This way. Sloping a little bit like that, which is what I want. Ideally, I would get as much pitch down as possible. I just got to see it's loose on that. I'm going to get that light and shove it down here and see if I can get this back end to just go a little more. It would just be really nice. And even if I went over a little bit there. Square with this box. So we need to put this a little over right there. Right there. It's pretty square. Front end's square. Back end's square. Now did it mess this up? Yep. Now this is going to go up a little more. Although it's kind of close. You know, and this is where this fridge isn't perfect. It's got these rumples on the top. It's an extruded plastic. It's got a little bit of a curve to it. If you put the level down it like this, you know, that's where it'd be nice to have that other one and just let a level across or plank or whatever. Just put a piece of wood across both of them, get them to that, and then that becomes the smooth plane, if you will. And again, some of these lumps and whatnot will not be an issue under the mattress. I just don't want like two fridges like this and then it's sloping like that and all sorts of weird stuff. So this is pretty good where it's at. Now if we put this on here, this is the question. Where does it get us? We're still raising that bed up. 2 inches, 2.5 inches, which is great for the drawer. Get a ton more drawer space, but I'd rather have less drawer space and much more bed space, per se. Oh, no.
Huh?
No drink.
Siguro.
No. Voda.
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 Bio.
Solo voda. Bio, exact. Havala. He tried to give me some Montenegrin beer. Very nice guy. Okay. And actually, with this level on there, it's actually pretty darn level too. If you look at that, it's barely off. Not, you know, maybe a 1/8 of an inch over the whole thing, so it won't even be noticeable when sleeping. But I still really like to try to get this cooler down as low as possible. It's just down what it can go, I think. Short of grinding that bolt off, it's going to hold the whole thing down. But I don't have another countersunk bolt, so I think this is our height. unless I can get another 12 mil countersunk bolt to bring that down lower, or grind the bolt into the cooler, which is an option. So I'm gonna play with that. I'm gonna turn the camera off because this little playing with that, it's not really that interesting. So catch you back with you soon. All right, gotta put these in here. The idea is to help get this thing like as low as it's gonna sit and to be as stable as possible at the same time. So let's check our offset. Nope. Gotta go over. Okay. So now we're totally square in here, more or less. Look to be, at least. Just what we want. Square there, square there. Now are we level? This way. Showing that side needs to go up a little bit. Also on this side. Okay, a bit lower than it was. There's still some mushiness. Need more weight. Something heavier. My kettlebell from the house. All right, I'm gonna put all of my sockets, bolts, more bolts, and see if that has leveled this out. Recheck this. Looking pretty good. Still wants that side to come up just like this smidge. Let's see if that did. Nope. Oh, it needs to go down there. Too far up, too far down, too far up, too far down. Okay, that's level. And that's level. This has got some slope, which is what we want. And it's sitting not on that bolt in the back, so. I think it's about the best we can get. Take a, guys, I am not with it today, but gotta get this done regardless. So we gotta find the pencil. What was the pencil in? Oh, I put it back in this thing. Pencil in Montenegrin. If you guys remember the lesson from yesterday, it was Uga something or another. I don't remember. Camera's just flopping all over the place, but can't do anything. Oh, damn. All right, y'all gotta go over here. Struggle is real today, ladies and gents. This is why I normally don't drink. So theoretically, we should be able to take that line down here and then level across the whole thing. And then we can level it back and try to see if the front lines up there with the level across that way. That's going to be the best way to try to do it without having to cut and grind this fridge in places it shouldn't be, since it should just stay on one side. So just try to very gently put it up there. Come in here, just carefully down. It's tough because these ribs on the top of the fridge doesn't line up right. Realistically, there's our line, which is almost the same width as, it's literally like the same thickness as this thing. Only difference is it does a little taper down. So there's our line for the top. It's where the top of the wood needs to sit to flush out with this. That is not the bottom at all. We still have to go down from that. Now that's where it'd be nice if we had a laser, and he might have a laser, I just don't know where it would be. We could laser across, you know, at each point and then go down. Wish I could pull the fridge out, level across the front, level across the back, measure down. Well, really we should measure down from here first, the 18 mil, then level everything across. So we have actual cut points. So I'm gonna do that. And we'll circle back with you guys in a bit. Okay. Just double check this again. And we could go from here, level this, measure down, but I think it's better just remove the fridge. here should be easier. Just put this on that point. Hello, vacuum. Level up. Okay, now, because this is a little more forward than this, there's a possibility that this actually should be a little bit lower, but it's such a small discrepancy when you put it across this plane. It's almost perfectly level. So I'm just gonna square the fronts up. We're only talking about like a half an inch out of alignment on a 4-foot piece that's barely got any slope to it, so yeah. I'm not gonna go crazy. Okay, so that's that. We gotta move this fridge to the front, leveling as well. Before I move the fridge, I want to mark this. Let's mark that. Let's mark that. Yep. Okay. Mark the front. Marked here. I need to go obviously down from that. Who knows if this is even showing a level? Let's check it. Can't really see the lines, but it should be. Let's pull the fridge. Oh wait, it's full of stuff. Get any other measurements off of it. Got it all in here. Get these bolt holes figured out. Let's get that marked. Okay, y'all. It sounds like the truck's out there. Let's get this figured out first. Okay, so that's that. We can even top bed. This gives us our mark for the bottom piece. What I'd like to see, just for that is very sharp on my butt. Just need to check this, but not doing it like that. Oh. Oh, that wasn't level, so somehow it is at the end, which seems odd, but I mean, I think realistically we could crop down the back a smidge if we wanted to, because this fridge is, you know. I don't know. Anyway, let's just mark this. Okay. Come to the next point. Now, I hate translating from level to board, because inevitably it's going to be somewhat inaccurate. If you go down a mile long of doing this, you're going to make some just error in translation. You know, the way I mark this line is on top of the line versus below the line. I don't have a great way to check it because what are you thinking about? That's what I should do. Let's cut this down to fit here or on top of here and measure down. Should do. Like that's pretty level right there. So if we go check from this side, that's 2 3/8 plus a 32nd. And this is 2 3/8 plus a 16th. So really this needs to come up a little like there-ish. Again, hoping this wood is level. Okay. Okay. I think that's pretty rock stuff. Just to confirm that's our actual cut line. Yep. Yep. That's the line to cut. Translate that across here. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, speaking of burping and farting and stuff, that guy last night at the dock, while I was hanging out with that gal on the date, whatever, there's some fat dude, 250, 300 pounds, something like that, 180 kilogram, I don't know. And he was fishing, and all of a sudden, and we're just sitting on the bench, I don't know, 40 feet away, and he just starts, we're like, what? And the guy just lets one big double, triple rip. I mean, it was like, what on earth? Zero social awareness. I mean, zero social anxiety, that's for sure. But zero social awareness as well. Just to let one rip like that in public, people around, just, I don't know, a little bit. I do immature things, but that, it's kind of disgusting. I only burped because I thought I was with myself, which I am, but I'm sharing myself with y'all through your living room TV. This up here, follow that line, it should be on that, just not. Truck, okay. He comes to tell me how nice. Let's check it out. Turn the wheel a little bit. Yep. No, other way. This. Right. A little more. Okay, there. Hold it there. is this? No, no, other way, other way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no.
Neće ti ljudi ovo.
Yeah. Close this. Can you give it gas? You? Yeah. Yeah. Let the Lamborghini pull it right out. You've got the load of rock. They got their counterweight. Lamborghini.
Lamborghini.
Da.
On ima Lamborghini ovu. Slušaj, da li ću ja neki veće kažem, ajde ti samo krene bravo,
Now, this is a transsexual truck. It's man or falve?
No man, no
Oh.
man.
It's a gender fluid truck. All right, guys, let's pull out with the Lambo. Enough of this wrestling around with the wrong truck. Let's get the real tractor, the Lamborghini tractor in there. Now let's take care of business for these guys. Taking care of business every day. Taking care of business with the Lamborghini tractor. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Lamborghini tractor. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Lamborghini tractor. You don't understand, but we're gonna save the day with the Lambo. These guys want to try to do it with their man truck. Not happening. They just snapped their strap in half. Yikes. All right, let's give it a shot. One more time. One more. more time.
Hey, one more. You roll, me, roll.
And you Okay, well, we tried. He's hard with the language barrier. Because I was hoping that he would not just spin the tires, but give a slower start, and it actually will build some traction. The spinning just burns out and, yeah, plows. The Lamborghini tractor did a four-wheel burnout. All the wheels.
Alo. Ajde, prebaci ga malo.
Forward.
A? A? Lamborghini.
My car got stolen. He probably doesn't know how to put it in park either. Okay, dobre. All right, so the gal that wanted to hang out again tonight is now playing hard to get, doing her little shit test. So we're at least gonna get one win for today. We gotta get this forklift out, and I have a plan. I have a grand plan to get that out.
veliki kamion, veliki kamion. Vraćam se ja, 5 minutes. Ovo pivo sigurno.
No. Okay, so unfortunately, what I was hoping was that it would push down the hydraulics on the wood, which would lift this front tire where we could get under it with a piece of wood, clean out some of this dirt that's getting it stuck, and on the back, try to dig that out a little bit so the departure angle's a little less, throw some dirt in that hole so that it should have a smooth ride out, and put a piece of wood over the whole thing, and then it should just go right out. But unfortunately, the way this hydraulic system seems to work is when you go all the way down, it doesn't lift it up at all. It just goes slack in all of the cables. So he says he's got another truck coming. Guess we'll wait for that. I'm gonna leave the wood there because I think I'm gonna want that to drive it up on. Bam. All right, y'all. It's time to go get some lunch and take a nap. Let's roll. And after that whole incident, I think it's a sign that I should keep with me my little jumper pack, lithium pack, because you never know. I mean, his car is an Audi. It's like the same electronics as this car, and it shouldn't let the battery die. And I think his car's only 2 years old, so you never know. I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and just bring my pack, because it could be my car, it could be someone else's car that needs jumped. Either way, I'm just gonna have it ready to roll. The bolt from yesterday, if you watched the vlog, is in the back and it is rattling. Ready? When we go back this way, maybe it'll go. You hear it? The little tunk. It's literally like in this tiny, 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 I don't know how I'd get it out without an angle grinder type of tray. Maybe pulling everything out of the back. But it is like lodged up in there and it's going tung, tung, tung. Gotta love it. That's gonna be a tung, tung, tung for many more tens of thousands of miles, I think. Unless hopefully it falls down somewhere or unwedges itself. I don't know. But what can you do? I'm not tearing this thing apart. Now that is a lunch of champs. Watermelon, steak, ocean. That's good. Oh, y'all, we are here at the Archive, which is the local hardware store, to get some screws to bolt the wood and metal together, because I figured before I cut it, I might as well at least get those screws, get the angle iron for this, and I don't know, I'm going to put my head to it and see what else I need to get while I'm here. Always cool. This is how they park in these countries. They just like, in the lanes of traffic, people just stop the car. And there's plenty of parking anywhere, but. Well, I was gonna get Jacques a new framing square, but why do they have these ends cut off? It seems totally stupid. And therefore I don't want to get one. Because they have everything I want, but not the right one. They have the M5, not the M6 for these ones. And then they have the cap head with the M4, but not the M6. So, struggle in every country in the world. A little bit?
A little bit, but you have to wait.
Okay.
She's helping her.
Okay, no worries.
When she finishes, I will tell her to help.
Okay, Havala. Thank you.
No problem.
In this bin, it's open. These?
How much?
I need 3 of those.
Three.
Three.
Treba vam pomoć u vidjela.
Može like forward. Anything else?
Thank you. Ciao.
Anything else?
Yeah, do you have these, but in 6mm?
Two.
In 6mm. 6 millimeter.
6 millimeter. Big.
But with that head, the curved head.
No.
No?
I haven't.
Okay. And these ones over here. These ones.
Sam da završim, pa ćemo onda.
A ne, ti ćeš mi znareći ili ne?
Recite si.
Kabla mi treba za sijalice, ali da kupim na metar.
Pa nam je trebalo tu, ali mislim da je koleginica na pauzu. Sad ćemo. Ali tu vam je sad kad prođete te ručice za namještaj, sljedeći ulaz, tu su vam kablovi na metar.
Let's get like 20 of these.
20?
Yeah.
Here you are.
Thank you. How about that? Okay, they have a piano hinge, but it is bent. Banged up to holy hell. Okay, well, randomly they have these, which is super sweet. So I think 2 of these right on the front bumper would just look totally killer. With like a steel plate that it goes into. Dobre dan. That's a cool rig right there. Style points.
And
That's too big.
yes, but
Grind it down.
yeah, half, huh? No,
It's a lot of them. I need 22.
oh, too much.
Yeah.
No, it's everything big head,
Yeah.
6 big head.
What do y'all think? Should we just throw one of these on there? Why not? Alright, so we got most of the screws, but they don't have all the screws. And specifically, they don't have the main screws that were the screws to come here to get for those side vertical parts. So the main next step is at a complete pause, which is not great.
Ce ne 3,5 euro. Jer je VD oko 7 eura, boga mi je skupo, ona mala boca. A ovo je veća boca 3,5 eura. Potpuno isto više kao VD i isto služi. Pravo dolje.
One more thing. You guys have big hinges.
Big?
Hinges. Like hinges.
What is that?
Okay, how
Ciao.
about Ciao.
Molim.
Dobre dan. No, y'all, I'm not back in America. That is a New Jersey plated BMW here in Montenegro. That's cool. Oh, look at that. All right, well, I may have been hungry, but the car is thirsty, so it's time to get some fuel. see what they got here. Just gonna get this 95. Because that's all it needs. 95. How these pumps work. Get a prepay here. I don't know how this works. Prepay, postpay, never pay. How's it work? Maybe if you go in for one pump, it's closed. Oh. Is yours working? Yeah, right. It's closed. All of them? Huh. Okay, well I guess we're getting fuel because this gas station's closed, and I actually drove by the regular gas station that I normally go to here. I say normally, I've been here 2 weeks, but the way this is thirsty, I've been there twice already. And they were refueling from the pump truck, so they were also closed. And I have 40 kilometers left according to this. But the way I drive on that curvy road, that's not a lot. Last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember everything we said, but we said it all. You told me that you wish I was somebody you never met. But baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. No way it was our last night. Oh, y'all, so I just stopped by to drop off that L metal because I thought it was rattling in the back, but I now hear the rattling coming from the left side of the car. So I'm pretty darn certain that the rattling I'm hearing is that screw rattling in that metal thing, which means I think what we're gonna have to do is find a really high power, tiny magnet and put like a curved, flexible shaft on it and try to get up in there and find that screw because you can hear it rattling. It's like literally going to drive me insane for tens of thousands of miles. It's all sorts of rattling noise. And I'm pretty sure it's that damn screw. All right, we're on a dirt road. Listen to this. Now maybe it's the drawer slide, but I'm pretty sure it's that missing screw. All right, y'all, I'm back here at the apartment and I am going to go edit a bunch of videos and get the blog and vlogs and everything organized and uploaded, scheduled, etc. So thanks for watching the video. Please hit the like button and the subscribe down below. I spend a lot of time and a lot of energy making all these videos, and it's free to you to hit that like button and subscribe. So I really appreciate it. And if you want to donate and check out the website, go to camperghini.com. 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 Bye.